Yeah, good morning, everybody. First of all, apologies. We are starting a bit late this morning. We actually were sorting some technical issues this morning, and that's why you could see that we actually were logged in, but then there wasn't audio. But now we've been able to sort the whole of the technical issues. You're welcome to today's class this morning, to today's morning market analysis session. So I will be starting up then in the next few minutes. My colleague will join me. But then if you can hear me, I just want us to actually signify on the chat session that you can hear me. If you can hear me, I want to confirm if the audio issue or the glitch has been settled. If you can hear me, can you? Please, somebody? Okay, thank you very much, everyone that actually responded. Yeah. Thank you very much for those who actually responded. So today we'll be looking at the markets today. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Okay, I think I've gotten what I wanted. So first of all, would want to look at how did yesterday fare. So we're going to be looking at what happened in the market yesterday and what has been happening in the market, because the way the market is, we need to understand what has been happening before now, and so as for us to understand what will happen today and what will then happen tomorrow. We need to actually understand the past. Remember, do not forget, technical analysis is not just, studying candlestick patterns. Sometimes when talking about patterns in trading, it's not about technical analysis alone. It's also about you understanding what has happened before and understanding how that pattern of what has happened before can actually affect the future. So because of that, we'll be looking at, let's first of all look at what happened yesterday. Let's look at what happened yesterday. So I want to go to my Forex factory. I believe we can see my Forex factory. Yesterday was somewhat quiet in the market as we actually didn't have much economic news, much major economic news. I think from this, okay, can you see my Forex factory, please? Someone is saying no video. Can I see Forex factory from this end? Okay, thank you, Mr. King and okay, thank you very much. So yesterday we saw that from the let me see, from the Australian zone, I think their CPI, their inflation figure did come out, and it actually was the same as forecast. It was still the same as forecast. This might actually be giving some mixed, some mixed feelings as regards, okay, fine, further future or future, let me say, monetary policy decision. This actually might be giving some mixed feelings, but then we will still await their Reserve Bank, RBA, the Reserve Bank of Australia, to further interpret this data and then, give future monetary policies to mop up inflation as the time goes. Do not forget, when we're talking about inflation, it's not just Nigerian thing. It's not just, let me say, it's not just Nigerian thing. It's not just US thing. When we talk about inflation, a lot of people will say, okay, fine, probably inflation is just in the US. No, not in the US. It's a global thing. So you understand. However, the difference is in Nigeria, the inflation here is, I do not know. In fact, it is multifaceted. Do you understand? It is multifaceted. Poor government policies, poor monetary policies, and a whole lot of things as regards Nigerian inflation. But when you see most of these, developed nations like the US, like the Eurozone, like the Australia, in Canada, a good number, a chunk of their inflation was being caused after COVID. Just a bit of a refreshing refreshing information. Let me just try to recap a bit. I believe you might have heard this over and over again. After when COVID occurred, a lot of these developed economies actually did tell their citizens to sit at home because it was really prevalent there. Do you understand? And in a bid to help their citizens who have been sitting at home, who actually work based on hourly pay, do you understand? Decided to actually dole out some funds, stimulus packages. Do you understand? Just to actually help their citizens, to actually let me say, to actually help with the issue of lack of cash, lack of work, lack of jobs at that time. So money was thrown into the economy. They were giving money to the citizens. Aside the fact they were giving money to the citizens, interest rate was reduced almost to zero, if not zero. Interest. So it means that people could actually go to the bank and borrow almost a no interest loan. Do you understand? Remember, when let me say, when borrowing cost is low, if I come to you and tell you, see, you can borrow 5 million naira and you will not pay any interest, just pay it across 1 year. I believe that a lot of people in this class now will call me and say, I want, in fact, 90% of people will tell you, I want to borrow that 5 million naira. Do you understand? Because a lot of people have needs, a lot of people have expenses, but the issue is they do not have an access to borrow, or probably the borrowing cost is expensive. Do you understand? But if I say today and I say, okay, I want to borrow someone here 5 million naira, but you have to pay 4 million naira interest. The borrowing cost is high, right? You will not want to borrow. So when the borrowing cost was low, people actually borrowed during that period. So they were borrowing, government was giving out, a lot of cash to people just to actually, alleviate the harsh realities of COVID-19 after that period. Do you understand? And when that happened, there was a lot of money in circulation. Inflation came in. The supply of money was much, and inflation came in. And just to actually, sort out that issue, what happened? After COVID-19, there was massive inflation. Government of US, government of Canada, governments around the Eurozone, the European Central Bank decided to actually start to mop up inflation, constantly increasing interest rates. Now, the inflation in the in these countries actually have almost rendered, their currencies weak. Do you understand? Because when there is more supply, when there is more supply of cash, when there's much excess supply of cash, you realize that your currency will not have any value. Do you understand? Remember, scarcity brings about what? Value. Even in human relationship, they go talk something about see finish. If nobody said they come your house every day, you're not going to see me finish, Abby. Scarcity brings about what? Value. And one of the major features of what? Of currencies, of money, when we did economics as at that period, is what? Is scarcity. Now, the moment there is no scarcity when it comes to money, there is excess supply of money, you realize that there is a bit of reduction in value of that currency. And that is why you realize that whenever there is CPI information, whenever there is CPI data, and there is inflation, you realize that what does their reserve bank, or probably their Fed Reserve or their central bank do? They actually increase interest rates. So by increasing interest rates, that means that you are increasing borrowing costs. So when you increase interest rates, a lot of people will not want to borrow. So it means that there will not be continuous supply of money, right? Supply of money will be cut short a bit. And not only will there be supply of money cut short a bit, a lot of people will want to save so as to get what? So as to get more interest in the bank. So if your bank should call you today and say, oh, I want you to, I want you to save your money and we start getting 20% interest on your money monthly. I believe say now only 1K will remain for some people account here. Do you understand? Now only 1K will remain for some people accounts here. Do you understand? So that's why I'm just giving you background as regards inflation issues, because whatsoever is affecting most of these currencies as of right now is actually what, especially for the US, what is affecting the US. If you look at what has been affecting the US since probably last week, even some weeks ago, you realize that what the monetary statement, policy statement, the hawkish statement of Powell actually has that, which actually has driven the dollar strong. Now, back to what we were talking about yesterday, you realize that there were a number of medium impact fundamentals that came out from the US yesterday, and they all became good for the dollar. So it might interest you to know. Hold on, I want to go back to my chart. It might interest you to know that, please hold on. Okay, so it might interest you to know that the dollar, since, let's say, since last week, you can see what it has been doing. Now, this is a dollar index. Let me say, this is dollar index on a daily. You can see that the dollar actually has formed a number of months high. See what the dollar has been doing over and over and over again. It actually has been pushing up. This is the dollar index on the daily. And one of the recent things that actually pushed it up was a further future. Last week, when FOMC statements actually did come on, they did not increase interest rates. However, one of the major things that actually has been pushing the dollar, that actually has the dollar has been riding on since last week and this week, is the further hawkish statement by Powell. He said that although they are not actually increasing interest rates now, but in months to come, we are still going to experience at least 2 major increase in interest rates. And that actually sent a positive sentiment to what? It actually sent a positive sentiment to the dollar. And you can see that the dollar actually has been strong. Do you understand? And we still expect that for today, we should be expecting that still same strength. Remember, the trend is your friend, right? The trend is your friend. So if for days now, if you have been actually for days now, if you have been selling gold, if you have been selling Euro USD, if you have been selling GBP USD, I believe you would have made money. Yes or no? So personally, except when the fundamentals of today come out, I will not want to go against the trend. I will not want to go against the trend. Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? Okay, yeah, I think I can hear myself. I can hear myself. So, like I said, okay, good. Thank you very much for the response. Like I said, except the fundamentals of today state otherwise, I will not want to what? I will not want to trade against the trend. So that is why if I were to trade anything regarding the dollar, I'm going to be trading in line with a strengthened dollar. Now let's look at look at gold. Because of the fact that dollar has been strong, what happens to gold? Can you see that free fall? So if I thought I want to trade gold today, I'm just giving a general, I'm actually be looking at a sell on gold, probably beyond this rejection point of yesterday and this morning. If I want to trade probably Euro USD, I will still be trading on a sell this morning. Even though I can see that, okay, fine, technically, having been rejected on this support level, this 0.0 fib level, actually, having been rejected at that point, do you understand? I might be seeing what? I might be seeing probably a bit of retracement this morning. However, if I were to continue with the trend, I will be actually looking at a sell this morning below this rejection point. So if I want to, if I will be if I will be trading, if I'm going to be trading, excuse me. Okay, so if I'm going to be trading Euro USD this morning, I'll actually be looking at the sell at these zones. Remember, if you look at this, my 0.0 line, my 0.0 fib level at 1.04900, you realize that what? There's been a couple of rejections since yesterday and this morning. Price will get there, push up, get there, push up. So as at that, because of that, if at all I want to end, I will not want to enter a further sell, even if I know that the trend is a downtrend. Remember, I said something. I said the dollar has been strengthened over and over and over and over and over again. The dollar has been strengthened. So if at all I want to enter if at all I want to enter any trade on the dollar this morning, I will be looking at what? I'll be looking at a sell this morning. A sell this morning, pending when we'll be having what? The fundamentals coming out from what? So fundamentals coming out from the euro and from the US zone. Pending the time we have the fundamentals coming out from the US zone, you can see we have what? We have not only the US zone from the we have fundamentals coming out from what? The final GDP and employment claims, and this by 1:30 p.m. And I still believe that towards the end of the day, the dollar will still be strengthened. Why? Because Powell will still be speaking. And I feel personally that what Powell will be doing today will be to reiterate his stance last week Wednesday, thereby giving a further hawkish statement. Because definitely, he has said last week that what? There will still be some major interest rate increase in future before the end of the year. So if Powell were to speak today, I know that what? I know that Powell would definitely be what? Reiterating what he said last year, just to give boost to dollar. So pending the time we'll be having all these fundamental news, pending the time we'll be having this by what? This by 1:30, and also by 1:30, I still see a sell in the dollar. So basically, probably what will be having, what is actually pushing what's actually pushing euro a bit up is this neutral news, the CPI, the Spanish CPI, which came out a bit, neutral. The same with the forecast. And I believe that's what is giving it a little bit of strength. But looking at the strength of the dollar this morning, I feel that it's actually it's definitely going to be overshadowing what the strength of this neutral news that is coming out from the Eurozone. Do you understand? So if I were to back to what I was saying, if I were to trade Euro USD, I'm going to trade with I'm going to trade starting from this price level where I wrote here, this price level, this place where I'm going to be excuse me. I'll be trading starting from this zone. I'll be probably covering this zone and taking my profit depending on how low it goes. Do you understand? Depending on how low it goes. For those actually be looking at the price, probably from that point, I'll be looking at probably 1.04763 during that point, during that period. Do you understand? I'll be looking within that zone to trade within this zone. But then, should I want to probably then trade a buy, which is, let me say, a buy which is not, totally impossible, but a bit impossible. It's a bit impossible, but not totally impossible. Probably based on having a bit of a poor economic data from the GDP, and also hearing the noise here. Hold on, excuse me, please. Let me try to mute every participant. Okay. So like I said, a buy is not totally impossible. Do you understand? But if I were to place a buy, I'm actually going to be placing a buy above this, the high of today. Above the high of today, at probably above this 23.6 level. And probably I'm going to want to make a short buy to this verified resistance. Above this 23.6 level to this resistance. And then should it go further? Remember, there is nothing certain in the market. Like I said, there is nothing certain in the market. Even if I'm going to envisage a sell more of today, it is not to say that there won't be a buy, or probably something in the market might not happen. Anything can happen in the market. Nobody owns the market. Do you understand? There might be an unplanned news that would actually affect the market. So I'm actually want to be looking at trading a buy along this zone. Yes, trading a buy along this zone. Then probably after this point, if it goes up again, I may be aiming for this untested resistance. Like I said, it is a bit impossible, but not totally impossible. And that is that for Euro USD. Now, for a similar, let me say for a similar, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Now for a similar current instruments, I'll be looking at AUD USD. Do not forget that early this morning we had CPI figures coming back from the AUD. So you might be looking at, AUD USD has been going down, but actually what happened? The dollar is trending this morning, and AUD USD, as at early this morning, is going up. What happened? Do not forget the CPI figure that we looked at the other time. Let me go back to my currency, to my Forex Factory that we looked at, that came out yesterday. Actually did come out a bit neutral. That means that it was the same as the forecast, and it was not a bad one. It wasn't a bad let me say it wasn't a bad excuse me. It wasn't a bad excuse me, please. Okay, so like I said, now that I believe that's strong. Excuse me. that strong CPI actually figure might not strong per se, but that neutral CPI figure might actually be one of the things that actually is affecting AUD USD to actually push up this morning. But then, like I said, the dollar is strong this morning, and I will still, the dollar being the quote currency, I will still want to how will I put it? I will still want to go in line with the sell this morning. Yes, I'll still want to go in line with the sell this morning. Probably I may be selling below. Yeah, I'm selling below towards this point. I'll be selling towards this point to this weak support. Now, having been rejected at this zone, this is a resistance zone as at this moment, and the dollar is strong, and this is a resistance zone. I'm actually be looking at what? I'm actually be looking at a sell on Euro USD for AUD USD. Yes, I'll actually be looking at a sell for AUD USD probably towards this point. Remember, like I said something, I said the dollar actually is having a very wonderful time. Yes, the dollar is having a very wonderful time, and we want to actually trade in line with the trend. And if you look at AUD USD for days now, it's actually been going down. Now, the neutral CPI figure from the Australian dollar, actually, it's one of the reasons why it actually, pushed up, gained a bit of strength. But then, having been rejected at this resistance point, I'll be expecting a further sell on AUD USD. And should I want to buy, looking at that same fact that price has been rejected there, I might not want to buy probably before this point. Probably I want to buy above this verified resistance, or probably a buy limit when price gets to this weak support. Probably when price got to this weak support, I'm actually want to place a buy limit, or probably having got to this weak support, I'm actually be looking at a buy stop once it got to this weak support a bit above. Do you understand? All it's about playing around what is happening in the market. So if at all I want to buy, probably should this strength continue, I may be looking at a buy, probably not now, but then above this verified resistance. But then, like you see, this place is more like a rejection zone. Price got here this yesterday. If you look at got as high as this point yesterday, it actually rejected. This morning is getting there also, and it's been rejected. So having seen AUD USD, let's also look at a similar one. Remember, if you look at all these instruments, you realize that they are a bit similar. Yes, they are a bit similar, and that's why, because the USD is actually a quote currency across Euro USD, AUD USD, and GBP USD. Yes, what will I say? The USD is a quote currency among all of this. Yes, the USD is a quote currency among all of this. So if you're gonna be looking at a GBP USD this morning, you can see that having sold for days is actually bouncing off this verified support. Technically, it is possible. Why? Because of the fact that this is actually a rejection point. Yesterday, it got to this point, it rejected. This morning, it went down, it rejected. And what I believe is that it is just gathering momentum to actually further break this support. Now, it's a different case if the dollar actually is losing momentum, but we are not seeing that for now. Do you understand? We are not seeing that for now. Personally, I still believe that the dollar is still pushing up. Pending to 130, we're going to be having pending when we'll be having these fundamentals come by 130. And as such, I would definitely want to enter a sell stop. I would definitely want to enter a sell stop, taking advantage of price bouncing off this weak resistance. I'm very much sure that when price gets to this weak resistance, it's still going to fall. So I would definitely want to actually take advantage of this rejection that it's likely to happen at this weak resistance. And that is why I'll be looking at a sell. Excuse me. I want to actually take advantage of a sell towards this point, this short sell, a very short sell, because I would definitely want to take advantage of price being rejected at this week resistance, and what is coming up. I want to look at a sell stop. But then after it has gotten to this week verified support, should price then have that momentum to break this verified support, I might still be looking at a further sell below this verified support. But then what is actually pushing price up is not as though probably the dollar has lost, some momentum. Definitely, it's just a bit of a retracement technically. Do you understand? It's just a bit of a retracement technically. But like I said, the trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. You would not want to trade against the trend. You don't want to trade against the trend. And then, like I said earlier on GBP/USD, there's been a bit of a rejection on this week resistance. There's been a bit of a rejection on this week resistance. And that is why I would want to actually place a buy. Should there be a buy opportunity, it's likely going to be a buy opportunity above this week resistance. Yes, my buy would definitely be above this week resistance, because definitely there's been some rejections at this point. Do you understand? So whatsoever we want to make me enter a buy, it might be at this weak resistance, or alternatively, if price is not able to break this support, just like it did this morning, I believe it would bounce off the support and then start going up again. Technically, like I said, if price is not able to break this support, it might bounce off the support and start going up to gather another momentum to actually break this support. So as such, I'll be looking at what? I'll be looking at a buy, a sell here, and a buy above this weak resistance, and then probably once it gets to this verified support, it might actually push up. Now, I would want us to look at hold on, before we look at, hold on. Okay, so let's quickly look at one more instrument before I actually hand over to my boss, who is a senior analyst in the house. Let's look at one more instrument, which is gold. Let's look at one more instrument, which is gold, before I actually hand over to my boss, who is a senior analyst in the house. Let's look at one more instrument at gold before I hand over. So just like what we've talked about. Hold on. Just like what we've talked about, that the dollar has been strengthened. Now, for those who actually are new to the relationship between the dollar and gold, it might interest you to know that the dollar and gold actually have somewhat of a, let me say, they share somewhat of an inverse relationship. They share somewhat of an inverse relationship. And that's because when people actually see that the dollar is weak, they actually or the dollar is very weak, they actually go to buy gold. And when people see that probably the dollar is getting stronger again, they move their money from gold, which actually allows gold to fall, and they go back to the dollar. Do you understand? Now, if you look at what the dollar has been doing now, the dollar actually has been pushing up. And because of that, it has caused a bit of a low patronage for gold. You can see that gold is pushing down. Now, I want to tell you that the moment you see dollar start falling, probably falling down, you see that people actually will take their money from the dollar, and they will then move to move to gold. And that's why you realize that whenever there is a push up on the dollar, it actually allows for for a sell on gold. This is gold on the daily. You can see whenever there is a push up in the dollar, it actually allows for a sell on gold. And that is why you realize that as dollar is pushing up, gold is coming down. Now, the moment dollar starts getting weakened, you realize that it becomes less attractive to people. People want to move their money away and then move to a stable instrument. And that is why gold is being seen as a safe haven instrument. Place where katakata no day. Man, don't put my money, make my money know what? Make my money no reduce. Do you understand? And that's why you realize that gold has been pushing down. And like I said, the trend is your friend. I would not want to trade against the trend. Just like gold actually was sold day before yesterday, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and now we are on Thursday. What do you think it will do? Against the trend? No, I don't believe so. Like I said, pending till 130. The only thing that can actually change the fortune of the dollar is the fundamentals coming out today. Now, if the fundamentals coming out today by 130 should actually strengthen the dollar, definitely it will still sell. I'm still going to say sell on gold. But for the fundamentals today to actually change the fortune of the dollar, we will definitely see a rise in gold this morning. But then, like I said, I would want to still follow the trend. Technically, it is bouncing off its support. When price gets to a certain support level, it will range a bit, then to gather momentum to break further. Do you understand? And that is why I'm expecting that if I want to sell, I'm going to be selling below this verified support. I'm actually want to take advantage of this verified support. Take advantage of this verified support for my sell on gold. I'm actually want to look at probably selling below this verified support. Now, once it breaks verified support, I want to sell. But then, like I said, nothing is sure in the market. Nothing is sure in the market. But alternatively, should probably before 130 or anything happens in the market, or should, by 130 or anything happens in the market, and probably that weakens the dollar and strengthens gold, I'm actually might be looking at probably a bit of a risky buy, probably from this end to what to verified resistance. But then if you want to be very much careful, you might actually be looking at what a tongue quote above the tongue quote resistance. I actually want to be looking at above the tongue quote resistance. If you want to be very much careful, you might be looking at the tongue quote above the tongue quote resistance. But then you would actually have missed a potential opportunity to take advantage of the buy here. You understand? But for some people that will tell you, I don't want to lose any money. And what if it actually does not, so you get, so you might actually want to look at a buy above the tongue quote resistance. But then I'm still looking at basically the reason why there is a bit of a rejection above, the rejection on the bullish run above this 1877. Above a bit above 1877 present current price. There's a bit of a rejection since yesterday. You see that price has not been able to break this point. Now, should there be should anything make actually price break this point, probably we'll be looking at it going towards this tongue quote resistance. But majorly, my first preference might actually want to be a sell, looking at the trend gold has been on and looking at what dollar has been doing. So far, so good. We've been able to look at Euro USD, AUD USD, GBP USD, and gold. Now, to talk about some commodities and a bit of some commodities and indices, I would hand over the microphone to a senior analyst in the house. Do you understand? I want to look at I want to hand over to a senior analyst in the house. So please stay tuned.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome once again to the second part of the morning market review. If you can hear me, please drop a yes in the chat box. Please drop a yes in the chat box if you can hear me. All right, then. Glad to hear everybody can hear me. As I said, welcome to the second part of the morning market review. We're just going to breeze through some other commodities and indices as well. My name is Valentine. I'll be taking you through this part. I believe we are all ready and we've been able to make some take some positions and we're ready to make money for ourselves this beautiful Thursday morning. All right, so let's go straight now to US 100, US 100, US 100. So just going to go straight into it for US 100. If you're seeing on the US 100, let's look at it on the daily time frame. You can see that the market has actually formed a form of test cross. All right, test cross. So yes, which signifies more like a sell. All right, so this is the indicator that I use to be able to that gives signals when you are going to sell and when you are going to buy. It gives cross EMA cross strategy, EMA cross signal. So speak to your account manager to know how to actually get it. So once this is shown, we've shown that a sell is most likely going to happen. All right. Now, however, we can see that sell has already happened up to this point, and this is our untested support, which is most likely going to be bouncing off it here again. All right, so if you look at it on the daily time frame, you can see that it's actually bouncing off this region again. We expect it to try to break below, but if it doesn't, it's most likely going to bounce off because this has happened before, and a similar candle has actually happened there again, not like a doji. All right, so for our swing traders, for investment traders, if I'm going to advise that if you're going to enter this market, let's go in for a buy because most likely price is about to bounce off this region. All right. So for our swing traders now, before you're able to swing, ensure you have good volume in your trading account, good trading capital to be able to swing. All right. All right. So as I said, if you want to learn about this EMA strategy, speak to your account manager. You can get to learn it. And somebody else was actually asking about currency meter. All right, so if you want the currency meter, you also have to speak to account manager to actually give you the currency meter. Okay, you actually do have a currency meter you can actually use, but it's not populating now. They're having some technical issues with my charts. Yes, Admiral candlestick currency meter. So please speak to your account manager. You can get good currency meter to use because it actually populates on your system for you to actually see. Okay, so now for our daily time frame on US 100, we can go in for a buy because price is actually looking at bouncing off this support region. So let's mark this region. Once able to break this moving average, remember moving averages serve as dynamic support and resistance as well. So let me just guide to change this to red. So I'll mark this as your risk zone. Okay, once price is able to enter this region, so go in for your buys. Yes, because most likely, see, it has done this, went up, came back. It's most likely going to go back upwards again for the daily time frame for our swing traders. I'm just going to mark these regions. So, I don't think we can see this. So let me just change the color. Okay. So let's go in for our buy. Once price is able to break above 15,000 on the dot, 15,000, that is 15000.00, and then all the way to 16,000. All right, 60,000. So this is our entry position. Once price is able to enter this region, you can buy all the way up here. Okay, let me just adjust this. Yeah. Okay, so let me change this to green actually. Sorry. So okay, so once price is able to come all the way here, enter for your buy at 15,000.00 all the way to 15,626. 15,626.50. All right. Yes, for people who want to swing, at least $1,000, $1,500 to be able to swing. All right, $1,000, $1,500 to be able to swing. Now, you can consider this region as your stop loss. Okay. So once price comes and breaks below this region, you can consider that as your stop loss if you are swinging. All right. So once price is able to enter this region, you might be advised that you go ahead to close it because it's most likely going to continue downwards. So I'm just going to mark that for you as red. Okay, so at your stop loss, I will advise that your stop loss is set below this untested resistance at price level 14,560.74. Okay, so if price comes here and triggers your buy and comes back all the way down, once able to get below this untested support, you can close out for your buy. All right, you can close out for your buy, but it's most likely going to bounce out this region and continue going up because we have seen this candle and which shows and indicates a bullish presence in the market. All right, so $1,500, $2,000 will be good enough for you to be able to trade as a swing trader, more like an investment trader, the big boys in the house. All right. So now let's go straight to the daily time frame to see what our intraday traders will be doing today. You can see what our intraday traders will be doing today. Let's look at on the hourly time frame. We can see that price is actually currently bouncing off this region. We can see that it's moving and doing the same thing, bouncing on this region is most likely going to start coming downwards as well. And we can see that it's correlating with the RSI, which shows a weaker currency instruments movement right now. So as I said, to learn how to use the moving average strategy and to get it, please speak to your account managers and they will allow you to get it. So let's go in for our sell. Yes, sell, because I want to be able to trade into this region. All right. So I want us to be able to trade into this region. To trade into this region. So let's go in for our sell. Once price is able to break into this region for our sell. So I'm giving one preference, okay? Because most like looking at selling. So let's go in for our sell at price level 14,711.39. 14,711.39, and I'll take profits region around 14,607.56. 14,607.56. All right, so yes, okay, let me just go ahead to give buy preference just in case. All right, let me go ahead to give a buy preference. This is our sell preference. All right, so all right, so for our intraday traders, remember what I've given earlier was for swing traders. Okay, please don't mix it up. If you're a swing trader, that is for you. If you're an intraday trader now, this is for you. So let's go in for our sell at 14,711.39 and take profits 14,607.56. And our take profits region, pardon me, our buy stop. Once price is able to get into this region, remember minimal pips, good lot size, good volume equals to good money. Okay. So I'm just going to mark this region. So once price is able to break above that verified resistance and enter the region between 14,813.49 and 14,875.79, you can go take that as your entry positions and your take profit. You can buy anywhere in that zone and then take your profit as well. All right. So all right, so let's go now for our scalpers in the house. Scalpers, are we there? Are we there? Let me see y'all if you're there. Where are my scalpers? Are we available? Correct, Donald, I see you. Alex, well done, well done, well done. Let's make money. Let's make money. Leave all these people that like to stay so long in the market. So let's go straight now to our 15 minutes time frame. Let me switch this up. 15 minutes time frame, 5 minutes time frame. Now remember, please to scalp this market, ensure you have good volume in your trading account. Ensure you have good volume in your trading account. All right. Scalping is very, very technical. You do not want to waste so much time in the market. You can scalp and stack. You can stack them up. If you want to learn how to stack as well, speak to your account manager. They'll get you to me. Then you can learn how to actually stack your trades. All right. So remember, if you want to scalp, we are using bigger lot size now. But before you're able to use bigger lot size, you need to have good volume. And one other thing people do not understand about scalping, the same way you are taking money, the same way you open the market, open the trade and take money instantly is the same way you close it when you are in negative. Do not wait and hope and pray for a reversal when scalping. Do not wait and hope and pray for a reversal when scalping, because it might most likely not happen. All right. So let's say you enter to scalp, you take 5,000 naira profit, you take 5,000 naira profit, take 5,000 naira profit, and you enter again, it goes against you and you see minus 2,000 naira negative, or it goes up to 5,000 negative again, you close it. Number one rule, never lose what you have made when scalping. All right. Never lose what you have made. And if you want to learn more on scalping, follow go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, like, share, all right, and put on notifications, and then please drop comments for any other one you like me to put out for you. All right, so you can learn some good strategies there. I'll be putting out some more videos, so please feel free to go there, learn some new strategies for yourself, especially how to actually scalp. So for our scalpers, we can see that price is coming to this week's week support, right? So we want to scalp it up the way here so that we can make good money for ourselves. Okay. So two things right now I'm going to do for us, right? For our scalpers, you have two opportunities. I'm going to start scalping once the market is able to bounce off this region. All right, once it comes back here and bounce. All right, for our scalpers, let's go in once price is able to come here. Okay, let's go once the price is able to break that moving average there and goes up. Let's start scalping all the way to the top there at price level 14,745.85. That's a buy upwards, because it's most likely going to bounce off this region. All right, you can see it as rejected. It's coming back to do the same thing. All right, so let's wait for it to bounce off this region for a buy, a scalping opportunity upwards, 14,745.85. You start scalping from there. Remember, multiple entries at the same time, up to 14,768.09. That is your zone when to stop for your buy. So now, it's not when I say buy, I don't mean you take care. Remember, you're scalping, you're not trading like an intraday trader. Once you enter here, you can take close, take close, take close, take close, take close, take close, enter close, enter up to this point, then you can stop. All right, don't just open here and leave it to. And remember, you're scalping, because you have up and down candles so that you don't get trapped in the market. All right. So now for for a sell opportunity when scalping, normally I give a one way, but let me just give another one for a sell opportunity when we want to scalp this market. Okay. So you can wait for price to break this week support. Once it breaks this week support downwards, you can scalp all the way to this bottom here. Okay. Between 14,725.47, 14,725.47, all the way down to 14,703.97, 14,703.97. Between 14,725.47 and 14,703.97. So please, you can feel free to scalp all the way down there. You can see that price is most likely looking at rejecting here already. So as I said, it's most likely going to be a buy. So as scalpers in the house, get ready, get ready, get ready. All right, get ready to start scalping and making some money for yourself. And remember, as I said, you do not have to wait for a reversal when scalping. The same way you are taking 5k, once it gets to negative 5k, I'm just giving a number. Once it gets to negative of that amount as well, you can close it and wait for another opportunity. Do not be hoping for a reversal. All right. So as I said, feel free to check out the link, subscribe, like, and share. All right. So now let's go straight to US 2000, US 2000. All right, US 2000. So let's go now for our swing traders. Let's look at it. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. For our swing traders, this looks like something delicious. So, so yes. Now, one other thing about support and resistance when it comes to trading this market is about waiting for a retest. It's about waiting for a retest. It's very, very important to wait for a retest to get a very good confirmation. So for this guy right now, for our swing traders, you can see that it has broken a resistance, a support region. Okay, it has broken a support region. Let me put this again to right? So it's most likely going to come back to test it before it continues coming down. All right, most likely going to come back to test it before it continues coming down. So see what two entries I would like to give you for a sell. This market is for entire swing traders. I'm not going to give you a buy, I'm going to give you sells. All right, now 2 sell entries, that's what I'm going to give you. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 sell entries. Okay, all right, 2 sell entries, pending orders. Now you can set a sell limit here. Okay, this guy is going to come back here all the way, touch this region and start coming back down. All right, so I'm going to give you 2 entries for a sell. This is your first entry for a sell. All right, because it's going to buy up all the way here, most likely going to buy, because you can see that it's been rejected here. It's going to buy all the way here, wait for it to come up here, then you can trigger your sell at 1820.9. all right, it's most likely going to retest it. Why? Because you can see these rejections here, see here, see here, see here, right? So it's most likely going to do a retest, because something is holding into this region. It's most likely going to do a retest and come back up here. All right, then it starts to sell downward. So I'm going to set it as I take profits for both of them. Now, my second entry for a sell, stay with me, don't get confused. So 2 things can happen. Yes, either it's going to retest upward and start coming back down, or it continues down from this because of this moving average here. So my second sell preference is going to be here. Okay, once it's able to break this other support. So your first sell, if it comes up all the way up. Now remember, I want to make as much money as possible. So I want to buy, sell when high. Do you understand this? Sell when high. So your sell limit, you can do 2 things. First, a sell limit at 1820.9, and then a sell stop. You can set both. You can set both to make maximum profit. I sell limit at 1820.9 and a sell stop at 1771.5. Did you get that? A sell limit, because you set a sell limit when market is buying, when you expect market to buy to a region and start selling from there. All right, so you can set a sell limit. If you don't know how to set sell limits, please join our virtual classes Wednesdays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays by 6 p.m. and Mondays and Tuesdays by 10 a.m. Or you can speak to your account manager and they'll train you on that quickly. All right, sell limit at 1820.9, and then sell stop at 1771.5, and then take profit, same take profit for both, for both at 1713.5. Okay, all right, so sell limit at 1820.9, sell stop at 1771.5, take profit for both of them at 1713.5. Okay, so this market is most likely going to sell. Why I'm saying that let's put a sell limit, because price is currently oversold. It's most likely going to do a bit of a retracement before it continues going downwards. Okay, so this market for US 2000, remember we're on US 2000, don't get twisted, we're on US 2000. All right, so for swing traders, remember $1 million, $1 million and above, 2 million naira, 1.5 million naira will give you good money as a swing trader. Before you know it, before the end of this year, you'll be in Maldives, you know, you're going to spend your Christmas over there. So let's go straight now to intraday traders and see what the market is looking like for this beautiful people. All right, so now we can see that price is actually bouncing off this region. We can see, bam, bam, like pinball. So it's most likely going to come all the way down here. For me personally, you can sell now. For us intraday traders, feel free to take your sells. I will advise an instant sell order all the way to 1780.8.0. All right, for us intraday traders, an instant sell is in order all the way down here. So now remember, you're taking US 2000 is quite expensive to trade. So ensure you have good volume, good amounts of money in your trading account, and please use a very good reasonable lot size as well. Okay, so let's go in for our sell this morning, instant sell on US 2000 all the way down to 1780.0. Okay, yes, a sell is in order. I'm not going to be giving you an upward movement or whatever. Sell now. All right, because we have seen a very strong bearish candle here, which is going to show a continuation, and the EMA cross is about to happen here. A death cross about to happen is going to take it all the way down as well before it tends to also do this. All right. So feel free to take your trades for instant sell on US 2000. Please remember to have good funds and always use a stop loss. All right. Everybody have their own stop loss threshold. So feel free to stop your loss when price is most likely not going your way and look out for another option. Okay. So I believe gold has been taken, please. I believe gold has been taken already. All right. So let's go now for our scalpers. Our scalpers, are we here? Are we here? Are we here? Are you with me? Are you with me? Great, great, great. Donald, I see you. Sure guy. Okay, so we can see that price is most likely looking like it is. Okay, let's go to the 5 minutes time frame to get a proper view for our scalping opportunity. Okay, so let's wait for price to come here. All right, for our scalpers, price is going to come here because it's oversold. Once price comes here into this region, start to sell. You can see it's doing it. Okay, sell from the top to the bottom. All right, sell from the top to the bottom. Okay, once price enters this region, start your sell. Okay, can start your sell. That is at price levels 1791.0 and 1792.3. You can sell between those regions. Now, remember, your take profit is below. All right, sell between these regions, between 1791.0 and 1792.3. You sell between these regions. You take your sales from here. You take your sales from here. All right, and I'll give you a second entry below. All right, once it's able to trigger into this region as well to continue. So I'm giving you two things to do. You can sell instantly once price gets into this region and take your profit here. All right. Hope I'm not confusing also. Two things. I want this market to bounce off, come back up, and we take, remember, it's taking as much as you can. Then sell from this top downwards again, because this is now resistance. You want to sell from the top as a scalper. So once you get to between 1791.0 and 1792.3, you can sell between these regions. Do you understand? Hope you understand this. All right. Now, let's say, so start selling between this region. Now, if it goes above this top, you stop. Consider that top as your stop loss. Okay, so let's do this for you to be less confused. Sell at between from the region 1791.0. Your stop loss will be here, 1792.3. So meaning if you start scalping from here and price starts going up, you want to stop your loss because it's going to most likely continue going up. Hope you understand that. For our scalpers, hope you understand this. So my scalpers in the house, do you understand what I just said? Please let me be sure you are not confused. Please drop a message. Do you understand? Beautiful Faith. Thank you very much. All right. So you can start selling from this region. Once it gets to this top region, let's say you sell and the market starts going or continues going up. Here should be your stop loss. 17923 should be your stop loss. All right. So you can start selling from this region. Once price enters 1791.0. Don't worry, keep selling from this region until it gets here and above it. Then you can take your stop. So you can keep selling downwards. All right, that is the first entry for your sell. And your second one, if price doesn't go up the way here and starts coming down instead and triggers at 1788.1, you can go in for your sell again. You understand? This market is dynamic. You can have different opportunities. All right, it's about riding the support and resistance regions. All right, so more or less the same, almost the same thing like saying for this one is like a sell limit. Remember, because it's going up, scalp from here downwards. Scalp from here downwards into this region. Once you enter into this region, you can start taking your profits. All right. So you can start taking your profits into these regions if you sell from here, and if you are selling from here as well, good. You can still sell from this. In fact, this region is your profit region. Let me just mark that. This is your profit region. Yeah, let me change it to green. All right. So this region is your profit region. This is your risk region. Risk region, profit region. Start selling from here. Once you sell from here, Once you enter this region, you can start taking your profit. Start taking your profit from here. All right. And even when you enter here, you can still continue scalping. Can continue scalping all the way down here. So this is your risk region. This is your profit region. Start selling from this region. Start entering here. Start taking your profit and continue your scalping downwards. I believe that is clear. All right. What is CP? This is your TP. Start from here. If you, in fact, this is your CP region 1788.6. All the way down here is your safe region. You can continue take your profits from this region. Start once you enter yourself from here. Start taking your profits from this region, and you can still continue scalping, opening more positions all the way to this region. All right. So that's the YouTube link again. So you can all go there to learn more about scalping strategies as well. So let's go now for oil. Let's look at oil. Let's look at oil quickly. Let's look at oil quickly. All right. Okay, let's look at oil quickly. I believe we are good. I believe we are good. So let's look at oil for the daily time frame. We know how oil works with support, demand and supply. Oil has been very strong because there's talking about all the supply cuts and of course demand as well. So we can see that oil right now is currently looking like it's overbought and it's going to do a bit of a retracement first of all before it comes back down. So for our swing traders for oil, wait for price to get to this point. Okay, wait for price to get to this point. You can see that it has done it before, and then it came back down, bounced off, came back down again. Wait for price to get to this point. You can set a sell limit. Swing traders in the house, you can set a sell limit. Do you have swing traders here? Do you have swing traders here? If you are here, please let me see your hand. Let me see. Say, just type a yes in the chat box so I know I'm not wasting my time. Donald, you the vex, so hey, you they swing, you they scalp, you the interday. See, guys, be like Donald. Put money in this thing. For Donald to be swinging, scalping, and trader as an intraday trader, that means he believes in this movement and he has good funds in it. Please be like Donald. And you, Felix, lovely. You guys are in the spirit. All right. So let's sell from here. Remember, I want to sell at the top. Remember, you sell at the top. That is the mistake people did when trading crypto. We were buying at the top. Well, it crashed, of course. So sell from the top. Okay, you sell at the roof. So I'm going to change this now to red. Okay, I'm going to change it to red so that we can see that as our risk region. All right. So our price level, once price gets between 96.69 and 99.62 is your sell regions. You can sell from those regions downwards. I'm going to mark this area as a profit zone, Okay, I'm going to mark this as our profit zone. You can change it to green. Yes, you can change it to green. All right. So this is our profit zone. Also, you can sell from your profit zone as well. Do you understand? Now, two things involved. If you want to make and squeeze the juice out of this market for a swing trader, you sell from here, from this region. All right. You can sell once you enter this region, start taking your profits. Also, you can still sell from this region. Let's say it doesn't get to this point, and because I'm seeing a candle here, there's a chance I might reject them. So if it doesn't get to that point, you can still also sell from this region. Okay, you can still sell from this region. So I'll sell entries between 96.69 and 99.62 is our sell entries. Our take profit regions 93.54 and 88.11 is our profit and reward regions. All right, let's go in and make some cool cash ourselves. Now let's move on to intraday trading. Let's move on to that day trading. Do this again. All right, so we can see for intraday traders, this market has already bounced off. It is overbought and it's most likely coming down. So we're going to wait for it to break this moving average and then go in for our sell. Okay, so let's go in for our sell once price is able to break this moving average at price level 94.04 and 93.33. That is our sells. Okay, let's go in for our sell once price is able to break that moving average, which acts as a dynamic support, because you can see that price is currently coming down and it's seriously been rejected at this region as well. So it's most likely going to try to break this guy and then come all the way down here before it continues going up. So sell at 94.04 and 93.33 as our take profit regions. But if it bounces off this moving average and goes, if you bounce off this region and goes upwards, you can go in for a buy if price is able to break above this region here. To avoid the false breakout, let's move it up a bit. Okay. And so please do not forget to join our Telegram group. All right, for our Rally Trade Telegram group is going to be posted. Please feel free to join our Telegram group, and also you can always watch repeat broadcast on our YouTube channel as well. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Okay, if you want to get information on everything, anything, trade hints as well, please join our Telegram group to be able to get all this. So for our buy entry, let it break above the verified resistance on 95.39 and take profit at 96.15. Okay, again 95.39 and 96.15. I'll sell stop at 4.04 and 93.33. Okay. All right then. So remember, if you want to get the candlestick timer to candlestick countdown, and then moving average, AMA cross, death cross, golden cross. If you want to learn this, speak to our account manager, they'll get through to me. Also, if you want to be able to learn how to scalp, hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? So I believe we have that. So please feel free to speak to your account managers to get to learn this, and also please get you to them to have some more understanding of these strategies, and also speak join our virtual training classes. Join our virtual training classes to be able to learn more on the trading. So please feel free to ensure that you have good trades in on your trading account, good funds in your trading account to be able to take proper advantage of this. So feel free to join the morning market review again, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Telegram link has been posted, and also the YouTube link as well will has also been posted as well. Also, as I said, if you want to learn some more, feel free to follow my YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and share. And also, yes, we will also be having a live New York session by 2 p.m. Feel free to join in. All right. Feel free to join in to be able to be part of the live trading session as well. All right. So with that being said, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You've all been awesome. Ensure you trade properly. Be cautious, and ensure, please note that every analysis done here is based on my own understanding and expertise and analysis of the market. Do not control the market. Past results not guarantee future results. Trade cautiously. Ensure you have good funds in your account. Use stop losses. Use proper risk management rules and laws. All right. Thank you very much. Do have yourself a peaceful and very profitable morning ahead. My name again, Valentine.